Hi, so today um, I'll be teaching you how to solve systems of linear equation using substitution method and elimination method. Okay, so let's have first substitution method. Okay, so I have here the steps on how to solve systems of linear equation using substitution method. The first one is solve one of the equation for one of the variables. So you can either solve for y or for x, it doesn't matter. Okay. Next, substitute the expression into the remaining equation. The result will be a linear equation with one variable that can be solved. So you can either find the y first or the x first. Okay. And then the last step is to solve for the other variable. So if you found the y first, so your last step will be to solve for the x. Okay. So let's have this first example. So we have the system 7x minus y is equal to -4 and 3x plus 2y is equal to -9. So let's mark this the first equation as equation 1, and this is our equation 2. Okay. Now, so let's follow the steps. So the first step is to solve one of the equation for one of the variable. Okay, so you need to pick from either the first or the second equation to do this. Now, usually I would tell my students to pick the equation that looks simpler. When I say simpler, it is where you have a variable with a coefficient of 1. Like if we look here, your equation 1 for y, the coefficient of y there is 1, right? We have negative y, so that's -1. So it's simpler when we rewrite it. That's one thing. So you can choose that. If, for example, you don't have a variable with coefficient of 1, so all the coefficients of your given variables is like more than 1, then you can just pick any of the given equation. It doesn't matter. Okay, so here I will pick equation 1. Okay, so for again the first step, we will solve for one of the variable here. So I will pick y again because the coefficient is 1, it's easier. Okay, now let's rewrite it and solve the equation for y. So we will just rewrite your first equation. Okay, so I will transpose -y to the other side, so it would be positive. So this will be 7x. Transpose -4 to the left side, that would be positive 4 is equal to y. So this now will be your new equation. It's an equivalent equation anyway, just the same as the first one. But let us name it as your equation number 3. Okay. Next, your step 2 is to substitute the given expression, your equation 3, into the remaining equation. The remaining equation is the one that we haven't used yet, which is equation number 2. So we will substitute equation number 3 to equation number 2. Okay, so let's copy your equation number 2. 3x plus 2y is equal to -9. Okay, so let's plug in the value of y in here. So we will change the y to 7x plus 4, okay, from here. So let's write 3x plus 2, again, change your y to 7x plus 4 is equal to -9. Okay, let's distribute 2. So you will have 3x plus 2 times 7x, that's 14x. And then 2 times 4, that is 8, is equal to negative 9. Okay, so further, you will have 3x plus 14x, that is 17x. Let's transpose 8 to the other side. That would be negative 8. So negative 9 and negative 8, that is negative 17. Divide both sides by 17 so that we can cancel out 17. You will have negative 17 divided by 17, that is negative 1. So now we got the value of one of the variable, which is x. So last step is solve for the value of the remaining variable, which is your y. Okay, so usually I use equation 3, okay, because it's already written into like y form. So we can go straight find the value of your y. So substitute x is equal to negative 1 to your equation 3. If you choose 1 and 2, it's also okay. You can still find the same answer. Okay, so let's do this one. Y is equal to 7x plus 4. So let's substitute negative 1 there. So this is 7 times negative 1 plus 4. So this is negative 7 plus 4, which is negative 3. So your y is equal to negative 3. Okay, so therefore the solution is negative 1, negative 3. Okay. Let's have another one before I go to elimination. Okay, so this time I wanted to try answering this given system using substitution method. Okay, so you can pause the video first so that you won't be able to see my solution yet. Okay, then after that you can continue and check whether you get the correct answer. Okay, now let me show you the solution for this. Okay, so again, let's name this one as your first equation, and this is your second equation. So again, the first step is you need to pick one of the equation which you will rewrite. Okay, now as you can see, both equation doesn't look simple, so you can either pick one or two, doesn't matter. So here I'll be picking equation number 2. So I will rewrite equation number 2 in y form. Okay, so let's solve for y here. So take note that you can also solve for x. Okay, the only difference is if you rewrite the given equation in the form of x, okay, where you isolate your x, you will find the value of y first, and then the last one will be x. And then if you solve for y, if you write the given equation solving for y, like the previous example, you will find the value of x first before the y. But it doesn't matter, right? As long as you will find both the value of your x and y. So let's rewrite this one, your second equation. So since I will write it solving for y, so I will transpose negative 7y to the other side, so I will be positive. Okay, so we will have 3x transpose negative 9 will become plus 9 is equal to 7y. Okay, so divide both sides by 7, you will have y is equal to 3x plus 9 all over 7. And this will be your third equation. Okay, So let's continue. Let's follow the step. Next is to substitute your third equation to the other one that we haven't used, which is equation 1 to equation 1. Okay, so let me copy the first equation. 5x minus 4y is equal to 8. So we will substitute equation 3 here. So negative 4, change your y to 3x plus 9 over 7 from equation 3. 3x plus 9 all over 7 is equal to 8. Okay, now we can distribute 4 inside the parentheses. So we will have, let's write the fraction. 4 times 3x, that is 12x. And then 4 times 9, that is 36. All over 7 is equal to 8. Okay, now if I have fractions, okay, usually I multiply it by a number so that I can cancel out the fractions, since most of my students, they don't like having fractions and they usually make mistake solving with fractions. Okay, but if not, you can just solve it continuously with the given fraction or cross multiply it. Okay, so here I will multiply the whole equation by 7. So let's distribute 7. So we will have 5x times 7, that is 35x. Then next, this time we can cancel your 7. So we will be left with your numerator. Distribute negative sign, don't forget. Negative 12x and then negative 36 is equal to 8 times 7 is 56. Okay, and then let's combine like terms. 35x minus 12x is 23x. Okay, and then let's transpose negative 36 to the other side. That would be 56 plus 36, that is 92. Okay, divide both sides by 23, so you will have 92 divided by 23, and that is equal to 4. So we got the value of your x, which is 4. So next, let's solve for the value of your y. So like what I have mentioned, I always use the rewrite equation, the equivalent equation. So let's substitute x is equal to 4 to equation 3. You can also pick the other two equations if you wanted to. Okay, so y is equal to, this is the third equation, 3, let us substitute 4 to x. So this would be 4 plus 9 all over 7. 3 times 4, that is 12, plus 9 all over 7. 12 plus 9 is 21. And 21 divided by 7 is 3. So our value for our y is 3. So therefore, the solution is 4, 3. Okay. You get the same answer? Now, let's have the next method, solving linear system by elimination. Okay. So let's have the steps. So you know one thing about solving systems of linear equation. It's usually easier to use the elimination method, but for substitution method, it's very useful if you have a combination of linear and non-linear. But if it's both linear, students usually find it easier to use elimination method. Okay, anyway, you can check it out and see whether it's really easy for you or not. So the first step is to write both equations in standard form. When we say standard form, we separate the constant on one side, and then on the other side, all the variables, the one with variables. Okay. Next is make the coefficients of one variable either equal or opposite. So you choose one variable. So like if your example, you have x and y as a variable, so you can pick x and make sure to usually we multiply a certain number so that their coefficients, okay, the number before them will be equal or opposite, meaning it's either both 4, for example, or one is 4, the other one is -4, opposite. Okay, so when you do that, you can either perform addition if they have opposite sign, okay, or subtraction if they have equal sign, so that you can eliminate the variable. After that, you can solve for the remaining variable. And then last step, substitute the solution from step 3 into one of the original equation so that you can solve for the other missing variable. Okay, let's follow that step. Okay, let's have this one. So as you can see, the given system is already in standard form. So we have this system x minus 6y is equal to 7 and 3x minus 4y is equal to -7. So we go straight to the second step. So we need to make one of the coefficient of either the x or the y be the same or with opposite sign. Okay, so if we look at this one, we can just make the coefficient of your x the same. It's easier. We can just multiply 3 to your first equation, and then it would be the same now with your second equation, the coefficient of your x on your second equation. So let's do that one. So again, we will multiply 3. So your new equation will be 3 times x, so that's 3x, minus 6y times 3, that's 18y, and then 7 times 3 is 21. Okay, let's just copy your second equation. We don't need to change anything there. So you have 3x minus 4y is equal to -7. So now we have both 3 as a coefficient of your x. Now to eliminate your x, of course, we need to perform subtraction. So let's do subtraction. Let's subtract the second equation to your first equation. So this is 3x minus 3x, of course. That's 0x. Then next you have -18y minus -4y. So that would be -18y plus 4y. So that is -14y. Next, 21 minus -7, or 21 plus 7 is 28. Divide both sides by -14. So your y is equal to -2. Okay, so we got the value of y. So to find the value of x, you choose one equation, either the first or the second, and then substitute y is equal to -2 there. So I'll choose the first equation. So we'll have, so let's copy first the first equation, x minus 6y is equal to 7. And then let's substitute y, -2 to y. So this would be x minus 6 times a -2 is equal to 7. So this would be -6 times -2 is +12 is equal to 7. So x is equal to 7 minus 12, or -5. Okay, so the solution of the given system is negative 5, negative 2. Okay, as simple as that. Okay, I have just one last example. Okay, so but I want you, just the same as the second example for substitution method, I want you to try this one. You pause the video, solve for the value of x and y by using elimination method. Once you're done, you can continue watching the video so you can check your answer. Okay, let me show you the solution for this. So the given system is 2x plus 5y is equal to negative 2, and then 3x minus 2y is equal to 35. Okay, so you can either make the coefficient of x the same or the y. So for me, I'll choose to make the coefficient of x the same. So to make it the same, I will multiply 3 to my first equation. And for the second equation, I'll multiply 2. By doing that, the coefficient of my x will both be 6. Okay, let's do that. So multiply 3. Let's do first the first equation. So this would be 6x plus 15y is equal to negative 6. Okay. Next, multiply 2 to the whole equation, the second one. So this would be 3x times 2. That's 6x. Okay. Next is minus 4y. Then 35 times 2 is 70. So again, for us to eliminate x here, we will do subtraction. Okay, so just vertical subtraction. So 6x minus 6x, so you have 0x. Next, we'll have 15y minus negative 4y. So that is 15y plus 4y, which is 19y. Next, negative 6 minus 70, that is negative 76. Divide both sides by 19. So your y is equal to negative 4. Okay. Now that we have the value of y, we can go find the value of x. So you can choose, again, you can choose from either the first or the second equation to substitute the value of y to find x. I'll choose the first one. So let's copy the first equation, which is 2x plus 5y is equal to negative 2. Okay, so plug in negative 4 to y. So this is 5 times negative 4 is equal to negative 2. So you will have 2x, 5 times negative 4, that is negative 20, is equal to negative 2. So you have 2x is equal to, transpose negative 20, that would be 20 minus 2, which is 18. Divide both sides by 2, you will get x is equal to 9. Okay, so from that, we can say that the solution of the system is 9, negative 4. Okay, so that's it for this video. I hope you learned something. If you want to learn more about solving system, this time involving linear and nonlinear equation, you can watch my other videos, or you can also watch solving system involving 3 variables. Again, thank you.